Hi everyone and welcome back to another video with me, Shruti Vashisht. You're watching Living Our Essential. So in today's video, I want to speak about how to prepare for this decade. We know, the big things that are happening, the big shifts that are taking place in the collective. And what now? We know that we are never going back to what we knew. Things are never going to return to normal. It's a dimensional shift that's occurred. But in this video, I just want to give you quick tips. I want to make this video short and just only leave you with those maybe like 3 or 4 tips as to what now. So we have left behind what we knew in the past and what now. What is our purpose for the now? How do we prepare for this decade? What's to come? And it's not a prediction video where I'm going to be speaking about what is to come, but it's more like what is our purpose? How do we live it? What is that going to look like? These structures that we are creating, especially if we are committed to the light, if we are committed to truth and authenticity, sustainability, that the earth has shown us that is the only way to live and the only way for the human species to really survive as well. If you want to be in service, live your purpose fully, be fulfilled, not have to worry about the things that are happening in the collective, the diseases that happen, any kind of apocalypse or whatever, because the new earth is about you create your own experience. So the masses will be going through some intensity and we will be feeling it also, but we don't have to make it the main part of our reality. We don't have to go through that up and down to the same level. It can be much more steady, much more stable. That's called living in grace. And when you live in grace, that's also the vibration of service. That's why you are able to live in grace, because it's the vibration of service. You contribute to something greater than yourself. And every action that you do is aligned with yourself and all dimensions. You're serving all of it, not just yourself. I'm not just making money, for example, for myself, my own well-being and my family. It's a greater purpose than just that. It's in harmony with the planet, with the universe, with people, with my vision, what I'm born for, what I feel is right, with truth. And it doesn't have to be so complicated. You don't have to think about all these things. It can be very simple. It's just through this inner knowing. And that is what the human is really coming into. So what are those 3 points, those tips that I have for you for this coming decade? And I'll be speaking about that in this video. So if you'd like to join me, then please keep watching and you can subscribe to this channel. Please leave your comments below, whatever you thought about this video. If you have any questions, I'm always really happy to hear from you as well. Have a look at my personal services on my website. I have a 50% off going on for the month of April, because we're all in lockdown and I was guided this way. Because it's just a great time to go within, to self-develop. It's happening for me as well. It's happening for all of us. And you can hear the drums in the background, right? I mean, that's like the beginning of something new, like the heralding of like a new era. And I'm really feeling that. That's what this video is about as well. So anyway, so if you want to hear what my tips are about, where's that page gone? How to prepare for this decade. If you are a light worker, or we don't have to define it, but if you are choosing to walk the path of truth, let's just put it very simply. And I'm gonna make this video very simple. So let's say if you're not into spirituality as such and you're just finding this video, I hope you'll still be able to relate to it. And it's just about a person wanting to align with truth, wanting to live their most authentic life. That's it. That's all we are here for. So the first thing is, I spoke about some of these points in my previous videos, so be sure to check them out also. So number 1 is, make it a daily practice to touch base with yourself. Okay, so what that means is, what we have done wrong so far is that we didn't go within. I spoke about this in my previous video, which I think it was called We're Never Going Back to What It Was. I think that was the title of the video, and you can check that out for more details. But what we have not done right so far is that we just acted, created all these structures, and the structures were not stable because they were not aligned with life. We were feeling this dearth from within, like we haven't replenished ourselves with life, taken the time to go within. And so we created from that space. Then obviously anything we create from that space cannot hold, the foundations aren't strong enough if it's only built on survival and what we there's this bird that's like chasing this butterfly or something. It's really nice. Yeah, what you are chasing, I guess that's what she's trying to indicate. You don't have to chase things that are not meant for you anymore, that have no meaning, that are lacking in life. In fact, there is no chasing for anything, trying to hold on and grasp in the external, because we just fill ourselves with our own light first. And so part of that process is to check in with self, and we did not do that enough before all of this occurred, before the dimensional shift that is now happening amongst the masses within humanity, this shift of consciousness. Because we did not do that, the structures that we built were mostly for survival, were mostly for the benefit of the individual. All of our societies built that way, that the individual benefits, or whoever's in power benefits. Essentially, it's not in harmony with all of life. It doesn't take into account the things that are larger than us, the things that are lower than us as well, that we are all actually one. So when you create something, it's like that, it's not going to be permanent. It's not going to have that foundation. So obviously there'll come a time that it collapses, and then while you are living in that, you will also feel insecure all the time. It'll be like the subconscious thing that maybe you don't know about. Maybe you're very rich, you're progressing, you're a celebrity, whatever it might be, but there's this feeling within you of insecurity. Maybe you're suspicious of other people, or or you're afraid that you'll get sick, or somebody will attack you or something, because that there's imbalance, you see, and that's the thing that eats you up. So that's how we've been living so far. Anybody who was successful, I don't mean just everyone, of course, people live their truth also, but largely, people that were successful, success was defined by that, and you had to kind of make a compromise, just to have success. But that's not the actual way of life. You can be very successful, but it's, it's about the benefit of the whole as well, which is what lasts and which is what gives inner fulfillment as well as external. So touch base with yourself. When you replenish yourself, what you create in the external outwardly will also be ignited with life. It will give life to others, and it will create that good cycle, the higher vibrational cycle, fifth dimensional cycle of love, rather than of fear and survival and structures based upon that. So for this, you can do something like a meditation, and I'll be creating a short, about a 10-minute meditation to touch base with yourself, so that you have an example of what you can do. So when you touch base with yourself, why is it important to do that every day? Even if you have no time, I don't care how busy you are. First of all, you should not be too busy. And we're seeing that now. Probably, companies in the future will be moving to that space where they have to allow, circumstances are forcing them, to allow people to work from home now. So it's like they are also taking care of their home life, kind of like, for example, I work in a school, and there's teachers that have their own kids, and they don't want to spend all this time with their kids at home and be teaching from home, to other kids. But it's like kind of like forcing them, they're spending time with their families as well, and we're having to manage that. And through that, we're seeing that all of life is important, balance is important, and so in the coming decade we'll be making changes accordingly, because we were forced to see this, but this is the way to live. So for those who are not holding on to that struggle, that they're choosing love, they will see that, and they will be willing to make some changes in their life to address that balance. So when you touch base with yourself, what happens is that you start to get your own guidance. You start to be fulfilled and filled by yourself. That means your relationships can go right, because you are first fulfilled from within. That means your career can go right, because you are comfortable, you know who you are, because you're filled with your light, and you can give these small messages or creations that are just so rich in life and rich. It's like the sun just shines its essence, so, and everybody wants to absorb it. Things grow from it, there's life that happens. It gives life. It's a giver of life. and we will be filled with that white golden energy that we can then put out into the world, that further ignites life. So everything goes well, our career goes well, and we don't have to take so many actions. We will take only a few actions, but they will be the most effective actions, and they'll be the actions that benefit all as well. And how do we know what action that is when we allow ourselves to be filled in, every morning or evening, just a short practice, maybe before you go to sleep, right after you wake up. You can ask for that, but I'll be making a separate video on how you can do that. Let's see, what else did I write here? So for example, we've been forced into some people have been forced into this space where they have to rely on themselves. They were relying on their job, and then their companies, let's say, said that we can't give salaries, until this whole thing's happening. Now they're being forced to find within themselves, what is that special talent that I have? What do I really want to do in life? Now that I have nothing. What is it that and then they can, from there they begin, they find that seed. I'll give you an example. For example, a small thing happened with me as well. I've been taking these astrology courses now, since last week, because it's just what I've been feeling. It's a time for all of us to go within and to update, that self-knowledge, and also the expansion of service. So I was guided to sit and to just start writing, because I was learning astrology all day and it was going really well. I've completed this whole course really fast, and I was testing out the principles, trying it on different charts, but I reached this point where I was just getting tired, and I wasn't getting the results that I wanted at that time, because I was tired. I was staying up late and I was waking up because I was so excited, but somehow I was just guided to just sit and write. And I found, then I started channeling things, that for my purpose, for my videos, and it all just came. It's like I sat down for, I think, less than half an hour, and I'd written down enough for, like, I don't know how many videos, and for myself, everything that I needed. It's like I was just replenished. I suddenly knew I don't have to, and I suddenly had this energy as well. I was guided to just go to the rooftop here at night and just, stroll around, take a walk, relax, not worry about updating myself with knowledge in astrology. Then I went back down, and that's when I started writing, and all of these downloads just came, So it's important to allow that stillness, to touch base with self, and it happens in that space of relaxation as well, where we are not trying to be productive, and just make ourselves empty to receive. So there is nothing more important, I discovered, than Spirit reminded me. I mean, I already know this, but that there's nothing more important than authentic soul wisdom. You can learn yoga, you can learn astrology, and all of, martial arts, all of these ancient practices. They're all great, but they're all tools. They're all tools for you to access that inner wisdom, that inner balance, so that you can live your life in a balanced way. But there is nothing, if you are overdoing it in some way, there is nothing more important than that authentic wisdom, and it'll just be that one packet of light, that one thing that branches out into so much, once you make the time to receive it and allow the space of relaxation to receive it as well, the space of allowing, full allowing. And the Spirit reminded me of that I can be much more productive that way sometimes, just by relaxing. So it's important to touch base with yourself. That's the very first point. And that is how you start to become your own self-authority, which means that no structures outside of you can affect you to a huge degree. Your job is taken away from you, something else happens, doesn't matter, because you have inner resources. You will always know what to do. The Spirit will always guide you that here in the now, this small action needs to be taken, which is leading to the manifestation of whatever it is you desire, whatever it is your purposes, whatever it is that sustains you. You don't have to be in survival mode, So touch base with yourself, number one. And number two, how to prepare for this decade. Point number two is reach people. The first point was receiving. The second point is about giving. So the second point is that what you are putting out in the world from that light that you have just taken in. So for anybody wanting to align with truth, wanting to live a life of purpose, once you receive this, just like I gave you the example of my thing, the idea for this video also came as part of that. So it's just this download that happened. Part of that light was a bunch of different things that were related, that all just came suddenly, and I wasn't making any effort. It's just like I'm writing, and it just came. It was effortless. And so the second point is to how you prepare for this decade is reach people, because you need to put this light that you have got out there. This is why you were born, to shine your light, and it's more than just your light. It's not for you to keep, especially when we get it in this authentic way that fills us up in this overwhelming manner that the whole body knows it. Then that means it's larger than life, and it doesn't belong to you. It needs to go out. So whatever you are, you're feeling shy, you're feeling scared, we need to work on that, and to just kind of move beyond that. And I don't mean to suppress it, but step within it, see why it is you are feeling those feelings, and see when we actually move into that space, when we know that our purpose is serve something greater, then those things, they start to fade. They won't matter. We'll be scared, but we'll take that first tiny step. For example, as my example, I got the idea to make these videos and to make courses and whatever. So I am now switching on this camera. I have to put myself out there. I may have other things going on. I may be scared, shy to be on camera, whatever it might be. There might be some sort of insecurity, but I will step beyond that and I'll show up. Then because I'm relaxed, things will start moving through me. What I'm speaking, I've just here written maybe 3 points, but the video is like, I don't know, 15 minutes long, half an hour long, 10 minutes long. It's because I'm in a state of relaxation. So whatever comes, that becomes channeling. And channeling is not just that you're a spiritual guide and you're channeling. Channeling is when you are allowing yourself to be relaxed, and those intuitive moments that happen to all these big scientists that came up with these different theories, they came when they were relaxing, when they were in a state of relaxation, not when they were sitting down doing all the hard work and thinking logically. This is the feminine side of life that is equally important. Both sides are important. You do the work, yes, you bring the logic, work out things logically, but also replenish yourself from that all-knowing sense that is your feminine side, that just knows. So when you allow this channeling, this relaxation, a greater force will move through you and act from you, speak through you, paint through you, and just be through you. There's people around you, they're going through stuff. You're just there receiving them, not even saying anything, but they feel it. They feel your presence, because it's not just your presence, it's something larger. It's consciousness. So now how do we reach people in this decade? Especially, we're working through Aquarius modes, just like we have switched to online ways of doing things. Like, I'm a teacher, and because I'm at home, I can't teach from school during the lockdown, so I'm teaching through online portals. So new technology becomes important, and we're updating ourselves when it comes to this as well. Already ideas are coming to us how we're going to be using it. It's going to further develop in the years to come. We have to use all of that, and that is a way for us to meet people, to network, to put our messages out there as well. Let's see if I missed anything else in this point. We're developing a taste of balance as well. We are realizing that nothing can stop nature. We try to create out in the world, and just action, and look, nature brought everything to a standstill. It's like everything has to be reformed now. So we are developing a state of balance, a taste of balance. What does balance look like? What is work-life balance? That life doesn't need to be so hectic. And if you, let's say, are a light worker, you've been doing spiritual work, let's say you were too heady and all about yeah, everything's good, it's all about the light, you're becoming more balanced now, more grounded. You will get wisdom. These intuitive downloads will be coming in now and in the decade to come. Ways in which you can implement it in more physical ways. For example, me as well, I've been guided to make my videos, let's say, shorter, the message more concise, more universal, because there's more people also that are looking for now, wanting to know their life purpose more. It's all about going within. So people who were working, let's say, solely with a certain select group of people, because there were fewer people, on the path of ascension, they will be guided to expand in different ways now, and to develop that balance there, how to progress more materially. Because Saturn, it has moved into Aquarius. In this year, it's going to be moving back and forth from the retrogrades, but next year it'll move permanently. So where we were too physical, we are becoming more spiritual, like a lot of the masses as well. And where we were too, let's say, spiritual, we are also becoming more grounded, and these downloads are coming to us about more practical wisdom, more practical ways of putting our service out there, how to make it more digestible for the masses as well, because the masses need it more, more and more. I'm not saying everybody needs it right now, but you'll just be seeing this is what's going to happen, so our path is here. The more that we resist it, the longer that we take to get to it, the more resistance we experience. So so we're coming into this balance. No matter which side of the scale we were on, it's all about unity now, wholeness. So that was the second point. The third point is actually the third point I kind of mentioned in the second point, which is that whatever you are putting out there, your creations, you're working for a company, your projects, it needs to now be in the coming decade, things will be Aquarian packaging or format. What that means is new technologies. What that means is things that serve the common good. Otherwise they won't last and they won't really progress for very long anyway, or even if they bring progress materially, they won't be fulfilling for the person. So Aquarian packaging or format means that things need to be short packets of now energy awareness. What do I mean by this? So just like I've been explaining in this video and the previous videos, that we get this sudden intuitive download. It's that one thing that comes to us, but it's rich, it's dense with now awareness. It brings this awakening that we can't go back from, this knowing that's there. This is the energy of Uranus, which rules Aquarius, because we're in the age of Aquarius, or coming to it. So what that means is that what we need to give out to people is also that, is these short things, but things that align them, that bring them this awareness that they can then use. If they want to then further explore it, they can go into the more depth, more hours, spending more hours doing that and all of that, then move on to something else. But mostly, largely, what we will be exchanging is more short, but meaningful and more awakening, right here, right now type of exchanges with people. Just like I've been speaking in the past few years in my videos, that even relationships are becoming like that. Yes, there is a negative side to it too, people don't let's say have friends that they have known their whole life. It's more about this, you meet somebody, there's an exchange, equal exchange that happens, you benefit off of each other, then you move on, here's a network here, again, so you have people have large networks now, and it's more like benefactor energy, where you exchange from each other, but it's this short thing, and then maybe you meet again when again there's that alignment. But that's the nature of Aquarius, and the positive side of it is that there can be a lot of transformation that happens. The reason that one of the positive reasons why people have relationships like this now is that we, in this lifetime, it's a lifetime of acceleration for many people. So what that means is that maybe in previous lifetimes you were born and you married one person, let's say, or you had one boyfriend, girlfriend, or two. And you experienced life through them, you were kind of, you had decided before your soul's incarnated, that you would interact with them, and through that get some wisdom which would, align you to your purpose. But now we can get that faster because the vibration of the earth is higher, is faster. So we meet somebody, it's a short meeting or it doesn't last that long, but that awareness comes, and that's it. Then our purpose is over. So the paths don't align for the moment anyway. You move on to the next, then again there's an exchange. So it's like this exchange, particles are exchanging with each other, part of the larger thing. So that's the nature of Aquarius. People don't even have these days, the attention span to listen to something for very long, for example, or to go too deep and too dense. So what we need to give them, if you are aligned with truth and you want to put your message out there, you want to make sure that it's authentic. It's aligned with truth and the deepest level of truth, but at the same time it's digestible. Then this is the way to do it. The Aquarian, there's no time like the Aquarian age to do that, is to first allow, receive yourself what that piece of authentic truth is. It'll be very packed with life, and it will alight a fire within others. So let it be something simple, let it be something small, even if it's just that one line, one affirmation that you give, or one piece of wisdom, one piece of advice that you give, whatever it might be. But it's something simple and small, but something that brings this awareness, causes a dimensional shift, you see. So that's how Aquarian packaging needs to happen in all of your creative projects, in the work that you do. Another aspect of the energy of Aquarius is that it's about serving the larger good, the common denominator. We belong to society, and power is not in the hands of just one person. It's about the upliftment of all. There's no centralized government that's there. It's about seeing everybody as an equal, and whatever they bring, there's an equal exchange that's there, and it's about the upliftment of all equally. Everybody has equal opportunities to rise, no matter what level they're at, and society is made up in such a way. So when your products, your energy, your work is also made that way, that's when it'll thrive. That's when it'll bring you material success, but also, most importantly, fulfillment as well, because that's the energy of the earth now. Like it or not, we are not going to thrive internally and outwardly in the coming decade and further on, unless it's aligned such. So I hope that this video was useful to you. I'm just going to give you the 3 points again. Number 1, touch base with yourself every day. Number 2, reach people through your message, through that light you have received. Put it out there. Number 3, it needs to be in an Aquarian friendly format, Aquarian packaging or format, which relates to the good of all, and it's this short but light packed way, that ignites something in another, and then if they want something more, they'll come back to you, and then of course you have a wealth of resources, you can provide that. So I hope this video was helpful. Please let me know in the comments below whatever you thought. If you have any questions, you didn't understand something, that's it. Don't forget, I have that sale that I spoke about as well, 50% off on my personal services. Check that out. I'm also writing more blogs now, so you can also check out my blog posts. I might not be addressing everything in the videos that I also do in the blog, so you can check it out. The website, which has personal services, is www.livinghourascension.com. The blog is www.livinghourascension.blogspot.com, and the links will be below. Thank you so much for watching.